Today's class is Deep Stretch Yoga, where we will spend some time focusing on opening up the hips and the shoulders. If you're new here, I'm Heather, welcome, and I upload new free yoga classes to my channel every week. So if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really does help to support me. Give this video a like, and when you're ready, I'll meet you seated backwards in the middle of your mat. So we're starting today sitting upright, facing the back of our mat, in the middle of our mat, soles of the feet on the floor. Now slide the right foot underneath the left leg, cross the left foot over the right. Inhale, send right hand up. Exhale, hook that elbow in the knee and twist. Bringing left fingertips behind you, maybe looking back. I'm starting to tune into the breath today. Untwist and untangle the legs, bringing both soles of the feet on the floor again. Now switch, sending the left sole underneath the right foot, bringing the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale, hook the elbow and look back. Nice tall spine. Gently untwist. And let's just rotate all the way to the left, using our hands to guide us to stand up, so that now we are in a fold in the center of our mat, facing the front. Let's place a little bend in the knees if you need to here, and grab opposite elbows. Maybe find a little sway side to side, letting gravity do all the work. Begin to straighten through the legs. And release the elbows. Maybe place the palms on the floor. Bring your toes out, heels facing in, and lower the hips, coming into a little yogi squat. So option to stay here, leaving your fingertips on the floor, or come to prayer hands and use your elbows to gently guide your knees outwards. Maybe find a little lift in the pelvic floor. And a little smile. Now bring both palms out in front of you. Send the knees back so that you're in a tabletop position. Inhale, lift the right hand up to the sky. Exhale, thread it through underneath the left, bringing your shoulder and right temple to the floor and staying here. Can come to fingertips with this left hand here and maybe walk them forward. Wherever it's most comfortable for you today. Come to plant the left palm on the floor. Lift up the shoulder, coming back to that neutral tabletop first. And then inhale, lift up the left hand to the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Dropping the left shoulder on the floor. Coming to fingertips with the right hand if needed, and maybe walking it forward. Using this time to focus on your breath. Now plant the right palm on the floor. Slowly come up and walk the hands in front of you. So from here you can take a normal puppy pose if that's what you are feeling today, guiding both hands forward and shifting the hips back, pressing the chest towards the floor. Or maybe come to elbows, bringing the hands to prayer hands, and melting the chest towards the floor in this way. Whatever is more comfortable. A great option is to also place blocks under the elbows to get a deeper stretch here. Come up and shift the hips forward so that they're now lying on the floor. Bring the right palm out in front of you. Strong arm. And reach the left hand back. Lift up the left foot. See if you can grab a hold of that foot. Inhale first, and exhale, guide the foot into the hips. Slowly and gently, only going where your limits are. Listen to your body. Gently release. Bring the left hand to the floor and let's switch. Bringing the right hand back and lifting up the right foot. Grabbing a hold of it and maybe guiding it into the hips. Using the exhales of the breath to maybe guide it just a tad deeper. Gently release. Come to lift up the hips, back to tabletop position first, and then curl the back toes under, lift up the hips all the way to downward facing dog. Maybe pedal it out if you need to. Strong arms, melt the chest towards the thighs. Heels root down, or place a bend in the knees, whatever you need. And then inhale, lift up the right foot to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, send it through, shoulders shift forward, flex through that front foot, step it through. Right in the center. Line up the feet, front heel to back arch alignment, pivoting on the back foot, rising up to warrior two. Just for a moment, because we are really here for triangle. So straighten through the front leg, shift forward, and then stack the shoulders on top of one another. Either bringing the front hand to the shin or maybe fingertips in front of you. And you can leave this left hand on the hips here if you need, because we're going to be here for a bit. So shift the front hip back. Or hey, if you even want to go for the half bind here, go for it. Now don't get lazy here, kind of leaning into towards the ground. Make sure that you use your core to hold yourself up. This is also a great spot for a block, if you have one, for this bottom hand. And slowly come back up, bend through the knee first, coming back to warrior two, and then pivot the front foot towards the side. So now we are facing towards the side of our mat, feet parallel, interlace the hands behind the back, open the chest, inhale, exhale, fold it forward, all the way down. If you need a little more space, you can release the palms from each other while keeping the fingers interlaced. And then gently release, float the hands down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. So coming up halfway, drop the right palm in front of you or come to fingertips with the right hand, either way. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, float the left hand down and switch. Inhale, right hand comes up. Twisting to the right. Float the hand down on an exhale. Now, if you want to take the feet a tad wider than they currently are, do that. Walk the hands to the right, bend through the right knee. Stay here for a minute. And then let's just walk our hands to the left side, taking it to the other side, bend through the left knee. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale, bring hands to the hips, halfway lift. Exhale, come all the way back up to standing. Now point your front toes towards the back of the mat. Your feet should be in a heel to arch alignment again, and let's bend through the front knee, coming to our warrior two, facing the back. Straighten through the front leg, shift forward, front hip back, stack the shoulders. Bringing left fingertips to the floor, and maybe right hand to hip, or in a half bind if you did that previously. If you need to shorten your stance a little more to feel the stretch, heel toe the back foot in. And breathe here. Remember, not getting lazy in this pose, really using your core to hold yourself up. So again, if you need a block here to help bring the ground to you, definitely do that. And slowly rise up. Place a little bend in that back knee. Should feel good. Or in the front knee, my bad. Let's spin our feet all the way to face the front, and we're just going to step it up to the top of our mat. Maybe shake out the legs a little if needed. And then come to standing, feet shoulder width apart. Drop the left hand to your side. Inhale, right hand comes up overhead. And lean to the left. Maybe slightly look up. Exhale, drop the right hand, coming back to center. Inhale, left palm rises up. And lean to the right. Now try to only lean the top half of the body here, keeping the hips grounded down, the feet grounded down. Great. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, let's fold it down all the way to the floor. Place a bend in the knees. Come to sit down. And then gently, one vertebrae at a time, roll onto your back. Drop left leg, right knee comes into chest. Give it a little squeeze. And then flex through that foot. See if you can grab a hold of your big toe with your index and middle finger. If not, this is a great place for a strap. And then slowly begin to straighten the leg. You can rest the left hand on the left hip here, just to ground down to the other side. Slowly bring the leg towards you, and then maybe out to the right side in space. Come back to center. And then bend through the knee, release. Bring right leg to the floor. Take the left knee into the chest. Give it a little hug. Flex through that foot. See if you can grab a hold of your big toe with your index and middle finger. And slowly begin to straighten the leg. But if you need to keep a bend in the leg, definitely do that. That is okay. Over time, you'll find more space. And maybe take the leg out to the left side in space. Maybe focusing your breath to any spots where there might be tension. Bring it back to center. And then release, bending through the knee. Send both legs out to either corner of your mat. I'm going to leave you here in shavasana today. I hope that you enjoyed this deep stretch, and thank you so much for practicing with me. I'll see you again soon, Yogi, and namaste.